ورسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول كل بدعة ضلالة.
When I heard Yasir Qadi cause doubt about the Quran, about the preservation of the Quran, and even until now the Christians and some of these people who attack Islam, they use it. Until now they say, oh, you see, even one of yours, they said, this is not one of ours. Rather, we don't take knowledge from him. Alhamdulillah. Rather, the scholars, alhamdulillah, already explained how the Quran was preserved, and not just the Quran was revealed in 7 dialects. Yes, 7 dialects. Naam. But at the time of Uthman radiallahu anhu, these are narrations from Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. I'm just going to give you the summary. Quran was revealed in 7 dialects. This is from the hikmah of Allah. We don't know. Allah is not to be questioned. But there is great hikmah behind it, that each will understand the meaning of Quran in that particular time. Okay? Then in the time of Uthman, when he heard it being brought to him, and there was a slight variation, and he was asking, and the people he said what he did was he gathered the best of the Qurra, and he feared that's what happened to the Jews and the Christians will happen to this ummah of splitting. And so he is from the Khulafa al-Rashideen, and after him is Ali radiallahu anhu from the Khulafa al-Rashideen, and nobody opposed him in this what he did. So it's consensus what he did. He gathered the manuscript from Hafsa, and he gathered the best of the reciters, because many were being killed. He gathered the best of the reciters, and their names are mentioned, Hadith Sahih Muslim. And he said to them to go back to one dialect. And if you were to differ, then you go back to the Qurayshi dialect. And it was preserved with that dialect, and this is as the Messenger said, alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnati al-khulafa ar-rashidin. And all the other dialect, Qur'ans or manuscripts or anything that was written were burnt. And what is left is the preservation of the Qur'an in one dialect. As for the modes of recitation, then you have 7 modes of recitation that are authentically mutawatir, brought down, numerously reported. There are 3 more that are not numerously reported, but so 10 modes of recitation, 7 of them there's mutawatir from each chain of narration. Many narrators that preserve the Quran with this one dialect with 7 modes of recitation, and that's what we have now. So the 7 modes of recitation, you have, for example, Hafs, you have, for example, Warsh and Kisa'i. You have the different modes of recitation. This gives you greater benefit in meaning. It is not something which are contradictory. It gives you greater meaning and benefit. That is the Quran we have today. But because this person did not know how to explain it, he caused more harm than good and caused confusion. And the people say, you see. We say, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, وَمَنْ يُشَاقِقَ الرَّسُولَ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا تَبَّيَّنَ لَهُ الْهُدَى وَيَتَّبِعْ غَيْرَ سَبِيلِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. This is Sabil Mu'minin. The ijma', as Imam Shafi'i said, this is ayatul ijma'. Whoever contends with the Messenger ﷺ, after the guidance has been given to them, and he follows other than the way of the believers, will leave in the path he has chosen and land him in the hellfire. What evil abode that is. So therefore, Sabil al-Mu'mineen is ijma'. We have ijma' of the preservation of the Quran. What we have today is preserved. Inna nahnu nazzalna dhikra wa inna lahu lahafidhun. We have revealed the Quran and this remembrance, and we are going to protect it. That is sufficient for me. That verse is sufficient. But if you want to go detail, that is what I've mentioned to you. And alhamdulillah, there are books of the ulama that have compiled this, and you can go to the ahadith which are Sahih Muslim and Sahih Bukhari and other than them from the authentic narrations, showing you this background. That is in a nutshell. Barakallahu feekum.